Hi, my name is Clarisibe. In today's video, I'm going to show you how I implemented web authentication in PHP, MySQL, and JavaScript login system. So I designed this login system that enables one to either log in with their email and password, or they have the option to use biometric instead. Okay, so this biometric depends on what they have enabled on your phone. So they can log in with your fingerprints, they can log in with your face ID, and they can also log in with your pattern, and they can log in with your passkeys, depending on what they have enabled or what they are using on their phone. Okay, so I'm going to give you a quick rundown on how this web authentication works in two-factor authentication login system. Okay, so I want you to stay with me on this one so that you will be able to understand how web authentication works. Okay, so there are two phases. I'm going to start with the first one, which is the registration phase. Okay, so the user registers a device. Example, we have the fingerprint sensor, the security key, the face ID, the pass keys, and all of that. That's with the website. And then the device now generates a unique key pair, which is the public and the private keys. Okay, so the public keys is stored on the server, while the private key remains on the user's device. Okay, so now during the authentication phase, the website now sends a challenge. That's for this instance, this website that you are currently seeing on the screen will, sends. So the website now sends a challenge to the user's device. Okay, for this instance, that's the website that you're currently seeing on the screen, will send a challenge to my device. Okay, so the user authenticate via biometrics, or a security key, or a pattern, or a face ID, or a passkeys, depending on what the user is currently using. Okay, so which signs the challenge using the private key. So the sign challenge is now verified against the public key, granting access to the user. So typically, this is how web authentication works. So I'm going to give you a very few use cases, okay, of how this system works. Also, I believe that most of you have used banking applications, or maybe government portals, and most of these apps. Okay, so you will see where you have the option to either log in with your normal login credentials, or probably you would have the option to log in with your biometric. Okay, that's your fingerprint. Okay, so we have this on online banking, which prevent fraud by requiring strong authentication. We have enterprise login, secure access to internal company systems. And then we have e-commerce, which protect customers' accounts from unauthorized access. And then we have government portals, which enables identity verification without passwords. Okay, so but for in this current video, we are focusing on 2FA. Okay, that's two-factor authentication, which means we have the options to log in as um, to log in using our email and password, or we have the option to use a biometric instead. Okay, so now I have passkeys that I've been able to use on this my PC. So let me quickly take you to my phone. So I'm going to show you how this web authentication in 2FA works on mobile device. And then we are going to come back to our PC to use our passkeys to log in. Okay, so one of my developers friend has been able to use his Mac PC to log in with his fingerprint. Okay, his Mac has a inbuilt fingerprint sensor. He was able to use it, so it doesn't matter if you're using an iPhone or if you're using an Android phone. It works for all mobile OS. Okay, so now let's go to our PC. So we are going to I'm going to try and open this my website and on my mobile device, and then I'm going to record my screen so that you're going to see how this uh, web authentication in 2FA works. Okay, so stay with me on this one. Okay, so I'm going to click on the username or email. I'm going to click right there. Okay, so I'm going to enter my email. So instead of entering my password, I'm going to click on use biometrics instead. So I'm going to click on the biometric icon right there. Okay, so what happens is after I click on that biometric icon is that it's going to check if the email or the username that I have entered, if it has a biometric credentials. Okay, so you say biometric login is available for this account. Now we have a sign in with biometric button. So I'm going to click on the sign in with biometric. Then it's going to say waiting for your biometric verification, and then it's going to pop up this use your fingerprint. Sorry, use your screen lock. That's my um, fingerprint. So I'm going to scan it, verifying with server, authentication successful, and then it's going to redirect me to this home page. Okay, so this happens because I'm using fingerprint to open my phone. So if you're using a pattern, or maybe you're using a pass key, or maybe you're using a security key, or maybe you're using a pin, so whatever, or even a face ID, probably what's it called, facial recognition. Okay, maybe you're using your face to open your phone, to get access to your phone. Okay, so this can also works for you. All right, so now that I have shown you how this thing works on the mobile device, so we are going to try logging in with the passwords. All right, so here I'm going to enter my email, then I'm going to enter my passwords. So I've entered my email and passwords, and then I'm going to click on continue. You see? So I was able to log in using my fingerprint, and then I'm also able to log in using my email and password. That's two-factor authentication. Okay, either login with fingerprint or login with um, email and password. Now that we have been able to see how um, this web authentication works on our mobile phone, we are going to try to log in um, on our PC. Okay, so I'm going to use pass keys on our PC. Okay, so first I'm going to click here, then I'm going to enter one of the emails, and then I'm going to click on use biometric instead. So I'm going to click on it. So once I click on it, it's going to bring out this biometric login. That is the sign in with biometric. Then I'm going to click on it, initializing, and then it's going to ask me to enter a PIN because that is what I'm using for this account. So I'm going to enter that pin, and I'm going to click on OK. Verifying with server, authentication successful. All right. So now I've been redirected to the home page. That's the index page, because the authentication for that account was successful. Okay. So I'm going to log out. Then if you want to register, probably you want to do a test. For instance, I can leave this website link in the video description so that once you open the website, the first thing that you should do is to click on the register button. Okay, so once you click on the register button to sign up to web authentication or WebAuthn, so just click here and then enter your username, your email, your display name, your passwords, and then confirm password, and then continue. So once you do that, it will ask you to, capture your biometrics. So once you do that, capture your either fingerprint or face ID or whatever thing that you're using. Okay. Then once you've done that, then it will be safe. Then go back and sign in. So once you sign in, click on use biometric instead. So once you do that, and then okay, so once you do that, and then it's going to um so it's going to authenticate, okay, and then if access is granted, you will be redirected to the home page. So typically this is how web authentication works in a website. Okay, so thank you very much for watching. If you haven't subscribed to our channel, um, please click on the subscribe button. Also, help us to click on that like button. And then if you have any inquiry or anything you want me to do, just drop your comments on the video description. Also, I can also leave uh, uh, a guide on how to contact me if you want to. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye for now.